Hello Exiles, welcome to another video. I was planning on League starting with the Necromancer Ascendancy using the Yamcha zombies. But after seeing the new transfigured SRS, I'm going to League start again with the Minion Instability SRS Guardian. I thought SRS was nerfed for Minion Instability because the more damage mod was removed, and at gem level 31, it's a whopping 59% more damage gone. But with the new SRS of Enormity, we gained 88% more minion life. SRS hits always critical strikes and a plus 40% to critical multiplier. We combine these changes with Necromantic Aegis, which gives the bonuses of our shield to apply to our minions, and using Qotra's Regulator shield, which gives a Dati multiplier when you critical strike. The shield has a downside of losing life, and ES whenever we critical strike. But since we want our SRS to die, this is very useful for the build. We are also freeing up our amulet slot since we won't need Tabukai anymore to kill our SRS. This opens up more equipment options to boost either our damage or defenses. These changes, combined with a few tweaks to the tree and equipment, significantly increase the high-budget version DPS of the build compared to the 3.22 version. This is without the Sentinel of Radiance, and using only the level 20 version of the gem mods. For the Ascendancies, Radiant Crusade is the #1 priority. It grants us the ability to summon the Sentinel of Radiance, which is our main clear skill. It has a burning aura which deals fire damage to a huge area around it. You can get 500k damage over time DPS with little to no investment and reaching 1.5 million with the high budget version. Allocating this first will carry you from Act 4 to late yellow maps easily. Note that the Sentinel has a 20-second duration, so you need to remember to re-summon it once in a while. It also has a very slow movement speed, but this is easily solved using Convocation. Next one we get is Bastion of Hope, as it can greatly help us in maxing out our attack and spell block. We trigger the attack block using Shield Charge and the spell block using any of our spells. Allocating Radiant Faith next gives us a lot of armor and energy shield. With Time of Need for last to help us with curses and elemental ailments, and regenerates 100% of our life every 4 seconds. For the passives, focus on getting the minion life and damage nodes on the left side of the tree. When you get the Sentinel, allocate Convocation CDR in the Minion Defense Mastery and the Minion AoE in the Offense Mastery. Next, we get the Reservation Efficiency nodes so that we can fit our defensive auras and path to Eldritch Battery to help with our mana costs, all the while allocating life, and minion damage nodes along the way. After that, we focus on maxing out our block chance by allocating shield nodes and using Arumi's Concoction Flask. We path to Necromantic Aegis when we acquire Qotra's Regulator shield. The minimum level for the shield is 54. For the League Start version, we get Whispers of Doom for the double curse. The next big upgrade would be getting an Elegant Hubris Timeless Jewel with 2 minion notable, either for minion life or damage. Early in the League, Aminamu's Gaze is a big help to our Sentinel's DPS, but we swap this with Forbidden Flesh and Flame Jewels for Augury of Penitence for the high budget version. Since we are already getting a huge amount of minion life for the SRS, focusing on minion damage for our cluster is much better. The rest of our jewels are ghastly jewels. The most important mods are Maximum Life, Minion Life. Minions deal increased damage if you've used a minion skill recently, and minions deal additional fire damage. Get 1 jewel with minions deal additional cold damage so we can freeze mobs, since we have 100% crit chance for SRS. In 3.23 we get access to the new Wildwood Ascendancies. Going for the Warden of the Magi Ascendancy would be the best for League Start, especially in the campaign, since we can get more movement speed with Oath of the Magi and more tankiness with the Barkskin skill. We can change to the Wildwood Primalist Ascendancy if we can get charms that complement our build, like minion mods from the Necromancer Ascendancy or defense mods from the Juggernaut Ascendancy. Let's go to the equipments. The only required unique for the build is Qotra's Regulator shield, which gives our minions damage over time multiplier, and this kills our SRS for the Minion Instability. For the low budget version, all of the other equipments are the standard rares. We focus on maxing out our resists and getting as much life as we can. If you have the currency to spare, get a helm or wand with +1 to level up all minion skill gems. You also need the trigger mod for the wand to help with casting all of our skills. For the high budget upgrades, we want to get our hands on a replica Siegebreaker so that our SRS leaves burning ground on death. Since we are not using Tavukai anymore, we can go for a +2 amulet for more DPS or go Defiance of Destiny for more tankiness since we lost our shield bolts. A hunter-influenced body armor for the double curse is a great upgrade. Crafting this first with Essence of Loathing would give us mana reservation efficiency so that we could fit in the Malevolence aura. Make sure to have full suffixes before metacrafting. The rest of the rares for the high-budget version are basically the same as the League Start version, but more focused on getting more reservation efficiency, minion damage, minion life, minion resists, and gem levels. Don't forget to get a quartz flask for the phasing since we're always diving in the middle of mobs. For the animated Guardian equipment, we use Eye of Malice, Explode Body Armor, Gravebind, Legacy of Fury, and Dying Breath. Upgrade to a Kingmaker for the high-budget version. Don't invest too much in your AG if it's not at least level 19, or if you haven't started transitioning to the high-budget version with the minion defenses and life. For the Spectres, we use the Pale Seraph and Tukohama's Vanguard. If you can reach the level 25 gem level for the third Spectre, you can use Wild Bristle Matron for more defenses or Carnage Chieftain for more DPS. For the gem links, we link SRS with Minion Life, Critical Damage, and Unleash for the 4-link. When you get additional links, you can slot in Concentrated Effect and Predator. The rest of the gem links are unchanged. Animate Guardian linked with Minion in the shield, so we can easily weapon swap and despawn the AG if it's in danger. Determination, Defiance Banner, Summon Skitterbots, and Tempest Shield for our aura, adding Malevolence for the high-budget version. Raise Spectre and Stone Golem is linked with Feeding Frenzy and Combustion. We equip our curses in our wand, with one free gem slot of your choice. This build's standard gameplay is popping our flasks, then summoning the Sentinel. Use Shield Charge to place yourself in the center of a pack, and Convocation to recall your Sentinel and watch everything around you die. Use your SRS and Signal Prey for tanky rares and bosses. Remember to resummon your Sentinel every 20 seconds, or you could end up dying when you dive in a pack and your Sentinel is not up. Also remember to Shield Charge once every 4 seconds to keep your block chance maxed. That's it for this build guide. Thanks for watching and see you all in the League Start.